Oh. Ow. Uh-huh.
Hello and welcome back to Labastion Reech. In this episode, we're doing the red portal, which is the factory of creation. The factory of creation took a lot of mental effort on my part, I would have to say. I, in fact, actually went and drew out a lot of it on paper before I actually put it down, because of the fact I didn't really know how to do everything at first, but I think it turned out pretty well. So let's head on inside. So first off, we head in, and there's this little waiting area that has these two chairs and this fireplace in the middle. And this fireplace is actually pretty important, but I will talk to you more about it in a moment. But first, let's get on to the actual factory itself and all of the cool things that it does. So first off, I'm sure you noticed this big door here. And if we press this button right here, the door actually opens. This took an extreme amount of time to actually get to work correctly. It was so many flaws in like the first couple steps of making it, but I eventually got it to work right. So you can walk out here, and there's just all of this nature and stuff. You can go and ravage and turn to your own gain through lava over there and that. And I think that there's right over there, there's a oil spout that you can use for oil collection. And up here I have a place so that whenever you do need to put those resources in, there's the oil input over here and the magma input over there, so you don't have to like pipe it through walls and stuff and annoying things like that. On the outside there's also another button, so you can press it either way whenever you're leaving or coming in. So let's watch that go up like that, and you can see that I had the floor design on the top of that, so it looks like it's not there whenever it's open, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, over here I have a sorting system set up. The sorting system, this is what I mainly had to draw on paper, because I didn't know exactly how to do it. I actually did it in school. Not sure why this is on. Let's turn that off. Actually, no, I can just tell you what it is, I guess. Well, I have this switch right here that is inverted, so it keeps this off whenever you don't want it on, I guess. And whenever you flip it on, it turns on and it activates these, so you can see the animation going on there, and it's pumping invisible things through it. So let's go to the very beginning, and I'll explain to you how this sorting system works. So what you do is you put items into this box, and I've gone ahead and put a bunch of random crap in here so you can just get an idea of where that comes from. Actually, I have a thing in my search. I need to get rid of that. Give me a moment. Uranium, which I will talk to you more about in a moment. It's annoying having that up. Okay, so what happens is you press this lever right here, and I guess I can do it right now, and it starts to pump out. As you'll see, it comes up through here, and this iron pipe stops it from going backwards through anything. It comes up through here, and it hits the sorting pipe, and I have all of the ores and stuff at the top, as well as coal, go down into here, and I have the other half of coal go up through the white half and continue through the sorting pattern. And whenever the ores come down into here, they get macerated and then put through here. If there's a bunch of extras that come through, it will go through here again and just keep going around in a circle until it properly goes through the system. Now, in a little bit, there should be some ore going through here. I'll show you that once it gets there. But it continues on to the next one, and it repeats the process with the furnace here. and then continues on through and does the same thing with the extractor and the same thing with the compressor until it ends up in this chest right here. So I think we're getting some ores now, so we can watch that go through, and then I'll explain to you the rest of the system as soon as it does that. Now I put some iron in here. It's going to go down into here and get macerated and then put through. You can watch it happen right now. Watch. So let's say you have like iron and let's say coal and a bunch of other crazy things, but you're already macerating iron. You obviously can't have both of them going at the same time. So this can't remember what this pipe's called, but it separates it so that if it's overloaded, it goes back through, comes around, and then continually goes through the pattern over and over again until it gets sorted out. So it will come through here, it'll come up here, and I do believe that it comes down into here. Oh wait, watch all this stuff. It's going through there, it's getting sorted, just so you get an idea of what it's doing. That one's going through, and it should end up in armor. And it doesn't, that's weird. What is that? Just an iron chestplate, that's odd. Anyways, over here, the stuff that we just macerated should be going down into the furnace and being turned into iron ingots. So that's how that system works, and it works with all of the different ores and stuff. This system over here isn't fully sorted out yet because there's just so much in the game, but I got most of it. I guess I didn't get iron chestplate and possibly some other stuff. Yeah, as you can see, some of the stuff didn't go through. I honestly just picked a bunch of random stuff and put it into that chest. But once that switch over there is pulled and it's blinking like this, it goes and it starts pulling out of this chest and it goes through this whole sorting system. And I have all these different categories, so you can see that they're all like this. And I have just about everything. So not everything yet. It's a decent amount of it. And we have explosives, alchemy ingredients, lighting, leaves, music, placeables, enemy drops, wool, plants, tools, cooking materials, foods, sending items, wood, building material, dyes, ore blocks, precious items, crystals, fuels, and ingots. And that all gets sorted through, so I think it's pretty accurate. Obviously it's not 100%, but then again, everything that doesn't get sorted into these chests goes right into here, so you can just pick it up afterwards, which is most of your like tools and stuff that you would use on day-to-day basis anyways. So over here we have all the advanced machinery. We have the mass fabricator, the induction furnace, the rotary macerator, the centrifuge extractor, and the singularity compressor, which is all the advanced units. I put them all on one wall, and the red power furnaces here and crafting table, project table, the blue electric furnace, and the blue electric alloy furnace, all from red power. And that's pretty much it for the workings of this place as far as what you would work on while you're here. And the final place is the power room, which is what powers the entire place and allows you to transfer your fuels and stuff and whatever. So those outputs that I showed you earlier, this is where they end up. They go into these 4 different magma tubes or lava tubes and the 4 different oil tubes right here. In the oil tubes, whenever you hit this switch, maybe, or is it this one? Yeah, this one. This one, it sucks out of here and it goes into this right here and it refines into fuel, which I think gets sucked out by this. Yeah, it does, by that switch, and then gets put into these 4 different tubes for whenever you're whenever you want to make fuel. You can just take buckets and take it out, or whatever you want to do with it. And over here, you press this one. Oh, this one's going crazy. Look at that. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Maybe there's a maximum power or something. Oh yeah, that's probably it. Look at it. But what you can do is you press this switch right here, and it feeds lava through here into the geothermal generator, and you can create electricity through that means. And that's it for the liquids. And the final place of this area is my pride and joy. You press this switch. This is a one-way elevator, or I guess a two-way, one switch elevator type thing. I don't know what you want to call it, but it brings you down here, and you can press the switch and it goes back up. I had to draw this too to come up with this design here, so that you can just press it and it goes back. That I had to draw down on paper as well. Very complicated in my mind, but I got it down. And we come in here, and this is my nuclear reactor. I have taken this place and I have completely encased it in glass, and on the outside of that glass is completely lava. This took a long time. It's completely for aesthetic means, but I think it was well worth it. It looks really cool. And within that is the nuclear reactor, which I have a nice setup here that will not explode no matter what. It's very safe. And outside of that is covered in water. And you can see that big black, what do you want to call it, a high voltage cable that goes all the way back up into the power room, which is where we just were. And that's it. So I think this place turned out pretty cool. The lava absolutely does nothing at all, but looks cool. So that's it. And we come back through here, and that is a reinforced door right here that I'm closing. So this is pretty safe. This is extremely far below the factory, so there's no worry about that exploding if it ever does. It's very safe, and you can press this again and it comes back down, and we can ride it back up. So it works from both ways and from one direction, so you don't have to have the double way like I do in my house. I thought it turned out really well. I'm pretty proud of this place. This place is pretty cool. And that's pretty much it. The last thing is the lights in here can turn on and off. And as well, over here, the lights can turn off everything in the factory. The lights on the ceiling and the lights on the floor. And if we run over here, you can see that the fire has actually turned off as well. And I'll run back real quick and turn that back on. And everything turns back on, including the fire. So that's it. That's my factory of creation. It took me quite some time to finish this. This was the very last place that I finished in Labastion Reech, but in my opinion turned out pretty well. I think so. So we'll open up this door, we'll come outside one last time, and I will bid you a farewell. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, favorite if you want, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.